Alright guys, this is part 2 of the DLC trailer reaction, and so in this case I'm going to be doing Vegeta and also break it down at the same time. So no need for the intro or anything like that, because you already know how it is with part 1. So I'm going to shut up and take a look at Vegeta's and see what he's got to deliver. I remember that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, his gameplay is not too bad, but just, I don't know, consider as pretty much as a lesser villain type of a character. And you know, in his intro was, I guess my way of saying it is considered as a mediocre. So I mean, other than that, his attacks are not bad, but personally it could have been done a little bit better. But I guess it's just what it is. So let's go back, take another look into it, and see, as I said, see some references. Let's take another look. Oh, sorry. Okay, for instance, the beginning of the intro, I guess I don't know how I could make of this. I think this is the part where he begins to charge up his ki when he was up against with Raccoon in the Namek story. I guess, or maybe that's pretty much, or that's just a version in the ground where he's actually showing his true strength when he was facing Goku. Okay, and that part, I think it's almost crossed between when he bursts out of the rubble and also tries to do the key explosion when he was promising that he was going to wipe them all out of Goku, Gohan, and Krillin. But of course, that he doesn't have enough strength, and realizing everyone is still alive and unconscious. Now, I'm pretty sure that everybody's going to catch on and start to notice that if those who haven't played the previous Dragon Ball games from, let's just say, Xenoverse series and Tenkaichi series, this is basically what is known as the dirty fireworks. Just Vegeta to pose his 2 fingers extended and explosion. That's the same kind of signature that he used it on when destroying one Cyberman and killing Kuri back on planet Namek. So at least that it has there. So that's not too bad. So that's the typical of the killing blow from Vegeta. And that pose right there, that is such a flashback memory when Vegeta has no choice but to lay it all out of the full power Gallic gun. Of course, in Japan it's called a Gallic Ho. and of course that he could do it on the air, and also he could do it on the ground. So that's what's been told. So of course I've seen some shots on Facebook. So in this part right here, okay, let me give me a second. Let me go back there. Now this particular one, this is where Vegeta has to use his what's left of his ki to create an energy disc. Energy disc. Now, keep in mind this is not a solo technique from Krillin. No, this is something he created on his own when he was on a desperation on one goal to cut off Gohan Ozaru's tail. Because keep in mind that when he created the false moonlight, it was still lighting up, and that Gohan transformed into the giant Ozaru. And that's where it was that the decision was made that it was to use to create an energy disc to cut off the Ozaru's tail that reverted back to Gohan. And evidently he failed to mention that there's no escape when it comes to the size like Gohan, and he got flattened to the ground. Moving on. Let me go back. I think I've seen this one. Wait a minute. Right there. That to me, that looks like that's considered as a. Oh wait. Okay. Now I'm starting to see it clearly. Okay. Basically, this is definitely that takes place in the Namek story. That Vegeta just shows up and just knee stomp him to the ground. That's the same feature when he used that knee to the ground, to the dirt pavement, when he used it on Berta, just to ensure that he wasn't breathing. Jesus Christ, seeing that's just brutal, man. And you use the knee stomping on Goku. Ruthless. Just ruthless, man. Okay, so that's another Dragon Ball Z reference right there. And of course, there's the galactic barrier. That's not a galactic barrier, Jesus. It's called a galactic breaker. Yeah, so this is the same. This is Vegeta's also earliest signature attack that he used it to kill Nappa, considering calling him a dead weight. So seeing that, it's pretty much is the same as Trunks. So that's considered as a command grab, and then hurl him up into the air and just deliver the final blow. Is just basically just a simple snap, and bam, energy blast comes up skyward, and basically that could finish off the opponent. So, and I'm gonna take a guess. There's gonna be a little bit of a cinematic cutscene to execute of that command grab. Is where basically, and I think it's probably going to be very identical to the early of the back in the Saiyan saga. That, yeah, I got you. I got you. I'm going to help you up. Not yeet. Just sword up the air and just gone. You're dead. So I think that's gonna add it with the cutscene to the ultimate attack. So that's probably what's gonna be. So yeah, it's not that bad. So just for shits and giggles, just take that is considered as the same similar as Trunks. A little different, I guess. So, you know, Vegeta's gameplay is not that bad. It's pretty much of a signature of a fighting style of the early Vegeta. this is just way before that he became a Super Saiyan, and everything is it's a whole different level for him. So I seriously doubt if anybody could pick Vegeta. And I'm gonna say that if someone did, I think that he would be the third member of anybody's team. So I guess I consider that he could be as a less character, but you know, I mean it is just what it is, and you know, and just you know, Vegeta is basically as a ruthless type of a character. So it's a little balance, or just an all-around character, but not completely strong. So that's just my opinion of this one. So I will say for Vegeta, it's not bad, but I consider him as a lesser character and mediocre. So I already have Super Saiyan Vegeta on my team. So for those who haven't seen of my previous videos that I did on the PS4, that is my number one team I rely on. So that's it all of both trailers. So my opinion of which is my favorite out of the two of the DLC characters is Goku. I'm sorry. The reason that is because well, a few things. Because one, we get to see Goku riding the Nimbus for a second. That two, he could do the Kaioken attack, and the fact that there would be 3 versions of it, with it just be the standard to ×3 ×20, and that it still has the Kamehameha, and I believe the final 5th that he could execute with his Spirit Bomb. It could go 2 choices from the normal Spirit Bomb, which he could just use just one hand, and then at the same time he could also I think he could charge to the Super Spirit Bomb, as in maybe, I don't know, like, depends on how many bars you have, if it's going to be 5, I think. But as I said, hopefully that once those 2 DLCs comes out, I'll do what I can to practice and understand a little bit more about this. So as I said, this will be on my next learning curve video once the DLCs will be officially released. So hopefully it will come out in the first week of August or the 2nd. So it depends on when it will come. So I mean, so that's my opinion, and that's it with my breakdown. And I'm ending this video right now. So punch those likes if you agree that Goku is considered as an interesting character than Vegeta. But again, that's your opinion and that's your entitlement. And don't forget to also leave the comments down below. I'm Mighty Avenger signing out, and I'll catch y'all in the next one on the next video. So take care, guys.